What's good, everybody? This your girl, China White. This ain't gonna be too long. I told a brother that I was gonna do a drop on this. So what we're gonna be talking about is gonna be quick because I got another stream to do. The only reason why, for those who don't know, I am on vacation right now for the holidays. So then I got a lot of stuff I'm taking care of with my family. Real quick, it got a lot to do with my uncle. You know what I mean? My uncle is resting up, so I gotta see him and shit like that. So that's with that. And I just don't have time to do uploads. I don't have time to do uploads, and I don't have time to fire up a live stream on my computer and go in. So I'm gonna be doing like 20-minute drops, 30 minutes drops, real quick. So right now I'm on the porch. Hold on. So I'm gonna be doing drops like this. I'm on my family porch. I got family in the house talking. They talking their shit. So I said, let me come out here and drop some gems real quick, and then I'm gonna be up. I'm gonna be on later on. So we're gonna be talking about the bad guy. Okay, a lot of men are scared of making errors, making mistakes, especially in relationship. You want to be Mr. Perfect because you're trying to paint out the picture for the woman. And 9 times out of 10, it's always the woman you want. You go above and beyond court. So the reason why a man paint that beautiful picture, the picture that y'all paint when y'all meet a bitch, because y'all want everything to be so good with the bitch that you want. You want it to be so good because you scared of looking like the bad guy. See, this is the difference. That right there should tell you you are a good guy. See, if you are living your truth, right? You don't have to paint a picture. You just do the things you do, talk the way you talk. You know what I mean, y'all? You dealing with a bitch, and it's not pressure. It's not pressure on you. A lot of niggas got pressure on them because they trying to be something they not. Y'all trying to paint a picture, and y'all don't want to look like the bad guy. You are the bad guy, whether you like it or not. You are the bad guy. And there's nothing wrong with being the bad guy. There's nothing wrong with that. Like the thing is, y'all want to be so perfect that you get to a point you begin to juggle for a bitch. That's when y'all juggling. That's how we use you. It's easy for a bitch to use you when you're trying to be something you're not. So if I meet you and you put on a facade like you something, I want you to I'm a, I'm gonna want you to be that way to the day you die. The moment you make an error, it's easy for me to point out and say, "See, you're a liar. See, you're fake. See, you're phony." And see, that's what we be wanting. We be wanting to point out your weakness. We be wanting to see that flaw in you. But if you own that shit, you know you got flaws. You're a human being just like everybody else. You got flaws. You make mistakes. You own this shit. It ain't nothing for a bitch to point out because you own this shit. You stand in this shit. You don't gotta hide anything. It's not. Then it's kind of like y'all be trying to impress a bitch. That's the good boy mentality. You put on a facade. You begin to act. It's a role. You know what I mean? Your life is not like your life begin to you begin to embody something that you're completely not. That's why a lot of men, when you get bitches, the bitch end up leaving you. She come up with any excuse. See, when a woman like a man, it doesn't matter what the fuck you do. We override all that shit because we want you. I mean, you could lie, you could have cheated, you could have stole from the bitch, you could have hit the bitch. We're not gonna come up with any reasons to leave you alone. We'll override that shit. Sometimes a bitch will do that shit for years. See, that's the difference. See, if you a nigga and you know you was fucked up in a relationship and you was dealing with a bitch and she override all that fucked up shit you did, see, you don't understand what I'm talking about because she actually wanted you. See, a bitch will override the shit you do, your errors and ways for you because you're not perfect, but because she wants you. If you understand what I'm saying. What's good? I see y'all in here. Make sure I hit the like button. So this gonna be real quick, but I want to break this down for you because a lot of people they have fucked up information Because a lot of men on this platform are fake as fuck. They fucking faking fugazi. They don't deal with women. Everything about women is fucking bullshit. They read in a book or they heard somebody talk about it and then they regurgitate the shit. They don't really know shit about women. So a bitch gonna override all of that because she wants you. I had a conversation with a dude, shout out to you, and you might be in the closet, you might be listening the other day, and he was telling me how the woman is still holding this some bullshit over his head. Like she want him to bend down, she want him to kneel. She want him to kneel because he's been doing that. He's been doing that. So in order for you to get back to be that nice guy, that perfect guy, you gotta kneel to her. So if we the women, we actually like you, you don't have to kneel to us. You're gonna fuck up and make mistakes. We see that and we'll override that because you're something we want. That's how you know a bitch wants you. She'll override the fucked up shit a man do. I'm not saying do fucked up shit. I'm just giving you an example of a woman that like a man. Sometimes women stay with the wrong man too long, but that's because she actually wants you. Now, other women may call her stupid, but she sees something in you other women don't see. That's why a lot of women get blamed, and then a lot of the men will blame her for being with that guy for a long time without understanding that she seen something in that man. That's why she stayed. But a lot of people will be hard on that woman for dealing with the toxic shit a man does. But that's because she actually wants him, and you have to deal with women to understand that. That's why when you deal with women, they wait for little shit you do to call you out on it or to ignore you or hang up or block you because she been wanting. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Am I clear to y'all? Am I clear to y'all? So, oh, I sound muffled. What about now? Oh, it's muffled. Is it still muffled now? Yeah, I had to change the mic. I had the mic on wrong. Fuck, I fucked up. I'm sorry. So it's like this. When you say you the bad guy to women in your mind, you ain't putting on I'm not that prince. I'm not in your life to save you. I'm not Captain Save a Hole. See, you leave that to Captain Save a Hoe ass niggas that wanna save bitches. You wanna save a bitch, you wanna heal a bitch, okay, you do that. You know what I mean? You do that, fix a bitch, whatever. Do what you wanna do. But when you embody the man that you stand in your truth, you're gonna be looked at as the bad guy. See, the reason why women often choose with Pookie, Ray Ray, and Thuggo is because they're not gonna put on a facade for the bitch. It's either you take it or leave it. See, they women be looking for a man. They know what they getting into. See, the reason why a lot of women got problem with a lot of men, hell no, I ain't proposing to. Are you okay? No, that's not divine order. No, that's actually role reverse. A woman proposing to a man is role reverse. A man eh, allows a woman into his life. So when she do fucked up shit, he can kick her out of his life. So if I come into a man life, his life is in order. So he's inviting me into his life. Women are the gatekeepers to sex and men are the gatekeepers to relationship. That's just the way of the most high. So if you the type of man that allowing bitch propose to you and you say yes, she's taking the masculine role. You supposed to dame who you want in your life, not the bitch. The bitch supposed to be working for you, not the other way around. That's role reverse. A lot of men see that as, yeah, I want her to get on her knees and do that shit. Why the fuck would you want a bitch that's carrying your son to get on her fucking knees? That makes no goddamn sense. She's carrying a fucking 8 pound goddamn baby. I can't do that shit. What? Like that, like that's not a feminine role. Feminine role is not that's not taking she's taking the leadership position because she see your ass is weak and you taking too long. So she think that she can flip the strip and make you walk in her life, and you looking at like, oh my God, she love me. No, no, that's not the way it is. If she earns you and you see she earns it, so she earns a relationship. She actually telling you she's taking the leadership from your ass. So y'all signing contracts because the bitch says she want to marry you. Like, what we doing? You know what I mean? That's goddamn role reverse. That's not the way the Most High intended it to be. You know what I mean? A lot of people need to read the Bible. You know that's some man made shit. You see women doing that shit. That's man made. You like, come on now. You give positions like she giving a nigga the position. He ain't giving her the position. So she taking the leadership role when you see that. She not taking back seat like a woman's supposed to. Woman is supposed to wait for the man to use. She's giving you her last name. How the fuck that happens? Y'all taking last names now from bitches? Come on, I fam, what we doing? That is some bullshit. If a woman is carrying your seed, she's taking the feminine because she's receiving you. Y'all ain't receiving bitches, are y'all? Come on now, you embodying bitches now. Like, come on now, she taking a feminine role. Is she pregnant with your child and she on her fucking knees? That woman is too masculine because she feel like you taking your time in the relationship, and she should tell you when to get married, whatever, putting you in fucking positions. Come on now, just saying that's some weird shit, and it's fucking weird. And then why would any masculine man want his woman on her fucking knees and she pregnant with your goddamn child? She pregnant with your seed. You impregnated her. That's your woman, and she on the fucking floor asking you to marry her. Come on now, what we doing? That is some. That's like some. That's some weird shit. That is just some weird shit. I see a lot of things wrong with that shit. Number one, she shouldn't be pregnant if that ain't your main chick. That ain't your main chick. You ain't give her a position, and she's to the point that she's having a child and she's on her knees asking you because she think you taking too long. And then the man taking a feminine position. That shit is feminine as fuck. That picture right there, it's a lot of things wrong with that. It's a lot of things wrong with that picture. But if brothers don't see it, I'm not gonna break that shit down until I feel like it. But so it's like this with the bad guy. You gotta have the mindset that when you go into dealing with a bitch, you're not trying to become a clown. Y'all trying to become clowns for bitches, and then y'all get upset when y'all don't get what y'all want. See, you don't have to put up a facade for a bitch that like you. And then the problem is men want to rush the process of getting with a bitch. Now, you can holler at a bitch. See where I'm from, we call it holler. When a man holler at you, that's normal. Men see a bitch he want, he gonna go after what he want. That ain't beta. Like, that ain't weak. You know what I mean? You just see a dame you want, you ask her what's up, what's good. You know what I mean? It's a conversation. What fucks up that dynamic with a lot of people is that you having a conversation with a bitch, but you don't feel the energy is not there. She's not attracted to you. So you don't know how to walk away. You keep pursuing the bitch. Now that's that weird shit. Cause if a bitch was doing that to you and you don't like her, you know what I mean? You got 600 pound fix my life Big Shirley with a Jerry curl and her 4 kids trying to get at you. You gonna take it? Even if you told her no, no, I'm good, and she keep pressing on. What the fuck you gonna do? You don't find that weird? That's not weird. Come on now. I'm giving y'all some real gems here. So being a bad guy, being a bad guy to a dame, it's not juggling. You're not juggling for a bitch. You're not putting up a facade. You are who you are. And for some men, the truth scares you. Your truth. What is your truth? I'm not telling you to to tell a bitch about your whole life. I'm not doing that. I am saying be comfortable in your skin and become that man and take that journey.
That's it. When you are secure with who you are, you can have a conversation with anybody, not even a bitch. It's just anybody. People walk up to you just to talk to you because you confident, you know who you are. You're not living a lie. It's not a facade. See, that's the bad guy mindset. I'm not actually saying go out there and rob a bitch or hit a bitch on the side of the head. I'm not saying that. I am saying that women want to say, oh, he's a good guy because she wants you. What she's actually doing, she's trying to stroke your ego. So when bitches do that, you put on the facade of, okay, I'm the good guy. So you have to play like you're the good guy. So you have to wear a mask and wear a role like a bitch. See, women, when a man critique a woman or a man give a woman a compliment, that shit go to our head. So we try to embody what you want us to be. But women are nowadays turning men into a bitch. And y'all don't understand that. Y'all don't understand that. Before don't have no bitch gas you up. It's called gassing you up, blowing up your balls because you may be in a place in your life you ain't getting bitches. You might have broke up with a bitch and you want some head. You know, your wife maybe ain't fucking you. You know, it's a tender at your job you want to get at. All the bitch gotta do is say, damn, your biceps look good. You know, I always wanted a guy like you. You know, you a good guy. You you know, you this, you that, you this and that. And in your mind, you think that she gonna give you some pussy if you become that. Now, am I saying that shit don't work? Yeah, that shit work. Yeah, that shit work. But what happened when she find out who the fuck you is? See, some men be like, man, I already got the pussy. I already got it. So I don't care what she think of me after that. Some men will say that. Some men will say, I don't give a fuck if if she see the truth at the end of the day that I'm not that good guy that I portrayed to be. But come on now, what we doing? When you got a bitch that don't want to depart from you, that's a whole different level type of game. When you got two and three women, they don't know how to let go because they build an attachment of who you are, even your darkest self. That darkest part you have from people, she done seen that shit. She still don't want to depart. That's different. That's not even game no more. That's like that's past that. You know what I mean? You know how to operate with women. You know how to operate. Like there's a woman I was talking to about 3 days ago. Nigga done took her car. Nigga done had it impound. Nigga done brought a bitch to her house. Nigga done took money from her. Nigga done hit her. Nigga done ripped her clothes off. Nigga done got her fired. Nigga done got in fights with her family. She's still aping for that man. She's still thinking about him. Why is that? Why? What is it? Is it that she weak, or is it because who he is? He ain't gonna change for a bitch. He changed when he ready to change. But you would get with a bitch that she accept all that shit because she want him more than he want her. And he's not trying to be the good guy that she wants him to be. He's being the man who he is until he's ready to change. Do you get what I'm saying? He ain't juggling balls. He ain't juggling shit for a dame. And then the problem is too with some of y'all do not know how to kill that attachment. That attachment is what have a lot of y'all a slave to a bitch. Let's just be honest here. Cause when y'all love a bitch, y'all don't know how to let go of the bitch. And men love hard. Men do love hard. See, if it's easy for you to drop a bitch, you never loved her. You just had her in the mindset that you did. You was the puppet master. You knew how to incite feelings inside a chick that had a chick thinking that she was something she wasn't. See, you was the puppet master. When you able to drop a chick like that and she's caught up on you. See, she wants you because of the feelings that you incite in her. You become the puppet master. You're the one pulling the strings. So a woman needs serious therapy because of the man she wants. That's the way it was designed to be. It was designed that a woman, you know, if we want to go there. I mean, the man himself, he was in the most high image, not the woman. The woman was created for the man. Back, back, you know, if you want, like, let's just be honest. A bitch gonna do whatever the man she's dealing with got her doing. She just gonna do that. See, you gonna look at it from the outside and say, yeah, she needs therapy. Yeah, she needs therapy. Cause something wrong with her for accepting that man's shit. See, you're not really understanding the game behind that. A woman that embody you as a man, she's gonna take your shit. I mean, come on now. You're actually, what you're doing is you are measuring yourself up to that toxic ass nigga or whatever the fuck he is. If you a man and you dealing with women and you're not that type of man, you're not that type of man. What that man do with his woman is not your fucking business. It's not. Shout out to Black Round. We did a live stream and he said some of the most coldest shit I ever heard. He said a woman is supposed to be a living sacrifice for her man, for her head. How you know that's not what the man wanted her to sacrifice and do? Because you measuring yourself up to him. What another man do with this bitch ain't your business. That ain't yours. See, I'm from some old school type shit. Like a nigga arguing with this bitch down the street and you get involved in that, he could be beating her ass. You get involved with that, they'll both jump your ass. You have no business, no say so. That ain't your business what a man do with his woman, because she gonna still be in his face and she gonna be cooking for him, she gonna be fucking him. That's why a lot of men get, deleted. Because you don't mind your fucking business. That's some real shit. What any man does with his woman ain't your business. Let that, if she needs therapy, like all bitches need therapy after every man they been with. I don't know what woman that didn't need therapy after dealing with a cold nigga or a man that she was caught up on. She gonna need that. Women gonna need therapy. Why the fuck you think women are on this bitch? Why you think women on here grouping together talking about men? And it's about a fucking man. That's why I say men shouldn't be huddling together crying about bitches. You shouldn't be. You should be learning the mindset behind these bitches. You get what I'm saying? A bitch supposed to be on a roller coaster with your ass. Like, what the fuck? When a woman is dealing with one hell of a man, it's some things you have to endure. And she's earning the prize which is you. Some men is harder than others. Some men they don't have their women doing all that shit. Some men do. But that's that man. That's why I say I like you have some content creators telling you how he lived. I did a short on that. Look at my short. Because I know every man have different preference. I can't think for all fucking men. Because each and every one of you niggas, y'all want a certain type of bitch. Every man don't want the same type of woman. Some men require their woman to stay home all goddamn day and take care of the kids. Some men require their woman to have a job. Some men don't care about their woman dressing whorish. Some men care about their woman dressing whorish. Some men care about their woman wearing long hair. Some men want their woman hair to be covered up. That's real shit. That's real. So you can't ever, who you measure yourself up to is your father or the OG in the neighborhood or a or your coach that helped you when you was a boy or you as a man, you go to your friend and you need help with something. You don't measure yourself up with other men. You don't do that because it's going to conjure up jealousy. it's gonna conjure up resentment, and you're gonna have hate for that man when that man is living his fucking life. That's what a lot of men do on this fucking platform. They look at the next man, they try to they look at that man and they compete. That's like why are you doing that? Like that's cock swing type of shit contest. You know what I mean? Who got the biggest cock around this bitch? Sword fight shit. Hey, men don't do that. And see, a nigga will come on here and be like, "You a woman? How you know?" My father taught me, and I seen the man. My uncles, my grandfather. It's some real shit. I seen this shit growing up. Why the fuck you think I'm so fucking cold? You know what I mean, what do you think? And the men that I dealt with, like, what the fuck? Like, you think I don't know what a man is when I'm looking at one? Like, come on now, what we doing? That's bullshit. But and that's like each woman, every single woman not gonna receive you the same. That's why some men, when they have a flock of women, they have position for their women. Because the one that embody him and understands him, I meant to the core that she view the world from his sense, always be the main bitch. That's why I say a lot of y'all niggas got the wrong bitch in the main position. Because she's able to function and stand in your place when you're not around. To the point that nobody knows that it's her running the business. And you're not running it. Because she's embodying you. You're not embodying her. You know what I mean? But the last bitch on the list, she might be just got to the stable and she trying to receive you, but you having a hard time getting this bitch to receive you. But the other bitch that you met, this bitch take to you like that. She just take to you. She receive you like that. That's why it's different positions for different bitches that you deal with. Every woman don't get that top position. Some women earn their way to the top and some women don't. That's why in that picture that I post on my community tab, do you think that's the main bitch? That bitch is out of line for that shit. She's out of line. There's other ways to wanting to be with a man than to doing that shit. Like she's rushing the process of being with you. She's not it's like taking an exam. She want to skip the exam and go, you know what I mean, graduate. That's not how it works. And you know what I mean? Like that's just some real shit. So I mean, being a bad guy, be embodying all that shit. All that is living the truth, living your truth, whatever your truth is. Nobody cannot shame you on something you did in your past. You'll get with a bitch, you'll be with the bitch, and the bitch be like, she'll try to stroke your ego. Oh my God, I never had a man, da 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 da, based on lies that you told her. Those are lies. So she's basing her response based on your lies. But what happened when the lies die? See, when you go to a bitch with the truth, like, and I'm saying the truth is not running your fucking mouth. You don't have to tell a bitch how much you make. I mean, what the fuck? Is that's running your mouth. But I'm saying living your truth is that you're not juggling no balls for a dame. You're just not doing that. You done did it before. Notice how when you put on a facade for a bitch, you never fully get what you want. For some men, sex does just don't do it. They can have sex if they want to. They need more than that. I need more than that. You know what I mean? For a real man, what actually fulfill them is a bitch serving them. Cause he already know he gonna get the ass. The ass gonna come. Like, why do men think that the ass come before the mind? Why do you think that? I can teach that shit. I can preach that to you. I can tell you that 100 fucking times. And as soon as y'all get in front of the bitch, you still will put the ass before the mind. That takes some sort of discipline in you as a man that want to conquer more than just ass. That ass stink, that ass bleed. You know what I mean? That ass dropping babies and shit. You know what I mean? Niggas done been in that ass. You know what I mean? Bitch may not even know how to wipe right. You ain't even getting into her mind to understand what type of bitch she is. And that have a lot to do with communication. I'm doing a live stream when I come back on here. When I crank up my live stream, when I crank up my live stream, I'm gonna do a live stream on communication. Shout out to my consultation that wanted me. He wanted me to do a live stream on communication. I'm gonna break down communication and understanding a woman is speaking her lingo, speaking that lingo, dropping that shit on her brain. You know what I mean? It's not talking smooth like you hear quote unquote the pimps on here. There are pimps, but that's a lot of men that been in the game for a long time that talk to women, so they begin to talk smooth. So they always have a sort of feedback to give a bitch when a bitch is trying to run away. I call it quote unquote running away from a man because she want him, but she's scared because she's scared. Because see, that's the thing. When a woman meets a man and it's too perfect, we scare that. We fear that shit. We fear that because that's you, nigga. You gonna conquer me, and I'm scared of that. So she'll run away from it. But a man that know how to speak a woman's lingo, it's hard for her to resist because he knows what to say. It's like all the right shit. Sometimes it be all the wrong shit, but it be the right shit. If you can understand what I'm saying. So, hey, yo, I forgot where the fuck I was. Like, I do that shit. We just spitting some shit, spitting some game tonight. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all hit that like button. But I'm gonna come back on. I don't know if I'm gonna come back on. I might put that for tomorrow, and I'll come back on here because I want to break down the Mr. Clean. But I want to break it down in a way like just chopping it up on some real shit. Mr. Clean, Mr. Fix It. Why we doing that? Why we fixing women instead of allowing her, you know what I mean, to be who she is? So because that's how she revere herself. That's how she reveal who she is by showing you her true colors. But for some men, y'all are scared of those colors, whatever colors. Bitch could be stripes, a zebra. Man scared of zebra. He could be used to looking at all red. He could be used to looking at a cheetah. A bitch showing him that she's a zebra. He gets scared. So he's trying to paint her back up because he's scared of who she is. You know why? Because he want to fix whatever the problem is instead of allowing her to be who the fuck she is. I mean, man, come on. We're gonna break that down next time. But that's why it's easy for you to dismiss a bitch. It's easy for you. That makes it easy. That saves you a broken heart. But a lot of men, y'all go into that shit because y'all want it so bad. A lot of men want that shit. A lot of men can't fight but love a bitch. Can't help it. Gotta love this bitch. Gotta love her. Gotta love her. Why? 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 I mean, I'm not saying if if that's the mother of your child, or if if that's a woman that you fighting to be in the same home with because you want your kids to have a father in the home because you never had that. I can completely understand, but you taking yourself through a lot of heartache and misery. You just is. And that's a hard pill for a lot of y'all to swallow. It's hard. That's a hard pill. Because a lot of times y'all want that bitch to fit in your world so hard. Y'all trying to force the piece to fall into the puzzle. That piece. Fit, bitch. You gonna fit. I'm gonna trim you up a little bit. I'm gonna make you fit into my life. The bitch ain't fitting. And she ain't going. And then the thing is, she don't fucking like you. See, when I say that, y'all then turn around and say, well, she did this for me. Well, she did that for me. So what? What the fuck that mean? What does that mean? A bitch still could be dealing with you. She don't like you. So what? Like bitches feeding bombs. Come on now. You know, a bitch be a man. A bitch would be with a man. She can't stand a man, but she'll still give him some pussy. Who cares? Cause a woman that truly want a man and love a man, she's not going to go against you and your rules. Bitch, go against you because you're easy. You are easy. You're easy. You're something. You're work. You're light work. Then the more years you add on that, you become light. You become light work. You're light. It's easy. Bitch, you know what I mean? Bitch nesting with a lot of you niggas. You know, when y'all get a bitch into a home with y'all have kids with a bitch. A bitch is nest. She's nesting. And let's be honest here. When I listen to some of that content, those men act like y'all are emotionally unavailable. Y'all are very so much emotionally available. You cannot not be emotionally unavailable. Methodical psychopath serial killers are emotionally unavailable because see they don't know the difference between um they don't know the difference between they lack empathy for people. So it's kind of like you'll see a kid walking a dog attacking a kid, they don't feel no certain type of way. See, you see that alert go in your mind, you automatically go into protection mode. I got to get this dog off this kid. Or you see somebody get hit, a young boy in the street or a lady in the street, she get hit by a car. First thing you do, call 911. You doing compression. Serial killers are emotionally unavailable. They see nothing wrong with that. They see nothing wrong with taking a sword across your head. See, they don't have that. And you hear content creators trying to teach that shit or trying to teach you how to be emotionally unavailable. They can't teach that. See, you have to go through a lot of fucked up shit to get to that point. You have to see things. Things have to happen to you. And it has nothing to do with a woman. The thing is, a lot of you niggas are broken. You don't have to grow being emotionally unavailable. Then you'll become some type of serial type of, you know what, deleting motherfuckers. Because see, then you have no empathy for people. That's some real shit. So all it is when you can't let go of a bitch or when you dealing with women, you tender dick, right? That live stream on Patreon, it's 3 hours too. I literally sat in that live stream and broke that shit down. It's tender dick for women. Tender dick. And a lot of y'all want to be loved. Y'all want to be loved. Whatever love y'all lack in your own life, you want to fulfill it with a bitch. Because you, and when I say you don't love yourself, I don't mean you hit yourself. I don't mean that you're not taking a shower. I don't mean that you're not dressing yourself. When I say you don't love yourself, you're not putting yourself first. You know, shout out. I had a conversation with an older dude. Shout out to you. And I was telling him how a lot of times you can hold the weight of everybody. You hold the weight of your wife, you hold the weight of your kids, you hold the weight of your family members, you hold everybody up, but who's holding you up while you holding the weight up with everybody? Who's loving on you? You know what I mean? You ain't loving on yourself. Cause see, you're the domino effect. You're the domino effect. When you are at the head and you ain't loving on yourself, you're gonna crash. And when you crash, you burn. You're the domino effect, so all the pieces behind you gonna fall because you're not taking care of yourself. And some men can do it for 5 years, some men can do it for 20 years. Some men die, old age, broke down, holding everybody the fuck up. And you don't know that you don't practice self love. You just used to being like a robot. You ain't practicing that shit because you're used to putting everybody before you. When I say practice self love, a lot of men are taught in some of their families, you could have a fucking father, and he was the type of man that didn't put himself first. Putting yourself first is if anything come between you and your peace. What is your peace? A lot of men don't know what their peace is. What's your peace? Your peace could be your money. Your peace could be your body. Your peace could be your home. Your peace could be your career. That's your peace. What is your peace? And anybody come around you, they have to respect your peace. So, hey, yo, I gotta go. Right. I have been, fam. I have been. I'm on vacation right now, so I've been getting a lot of rest. I'm getting a lot of rest. I'm in South Florida, so I'm getting a lot of rest. And I got some shit for y'all. I'm gonna drop when I come back. I'm gonna drop some heat for y'all. But that's just some gems for my brothers. Make sure y'all hit the like button. I love y'all. So until we meet again, cause listen, Daddy's calling me right now. I gotta go. I gotta go, y'all. Right. I love y'all. So until we meet again in this chat room, this your girl China White. I love y'all. Peace. Bye, y'all. Mwah. And take care of yourself. Okay. Bye, y'all.